Hey everyone, this is Josh here, aka Matt, and I'm here today with Junie. Week 3. Sorry we missed you guys for week 2 of the 5K Invitational. But today we'll go through the stuff that's happened over the last couple of weeks. As you can see here on the screen, Junie and I we're going the wrong direction. after a really after we both had a really good first week, and since then it looks like we've been zigging while the market has been zagging, unfortunately.
Yeah, dude, I'll go first of why I messed up. I'm so if you click on the closed tab,
Yeah,
the way
gotcha.
that these are ordered are by the closing dates. So if you guys are watching this from home and haven't seen this in a while, this is a page dedicated to me and Josh doing a 1v1 with a 5K challenge with with the winner of the challenge having to donate to a charity. My last two trades have been both losses, and number one, the short iron condor that you see with SPX, dude, I was up like maybe a chill 50-60% on it. And I was like, wow, dude, this is about to be like my 6th one in a row, because I've won on these 5 other times. It's the 6th one that got me finally. I've been telling everybody, like, make sure to not follow me on these because I'm about to hit max loss, but I never thought it'd be from cooking oil, dude.
Dude, that's brutal. Like,
Dude, it came out of nowhere.
I
It
know.
came out of nowhere. And so I hit max loss on that. And then it was Friday or Thursday. I pinged you about IVF. Do you remember which day that was?
Yes, I do remember. That was, I think it was Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. So I messaged you about it. Trump and the White House were talking about in vitro and putting money into in vitro. And it honestly looked like IVF, because quarter over quarter, rising revenues 4 quarters in a row. And I don't know, that seemed like a good fundamental for a penny stock to have. And I was like,
Right.
yeah, I'll just put some chips in there. And I messed up. I think my biggest mess up here was I just put too much. I was feeling still the high of like the trading week from before, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cream Josh right now. I'm just gonna destroy him while he's low. He's weak, and
Yeah.
I just went with too big of a position size. And while it was fun to trade, yeah, I had to let it go to keep the 5K dream alive. And then if you go to the open tab, the open tab, I have long puts on RGTI right now, and that's about it.
I like that one, obviously.
I think Quantum is. Did you see Quantum today? Quantum's down.
I was actually watching, I was watching CCCX, which is the one I'm short on in my IRA. But yeah, I have that, and let's see what else I have on. I think I added that RGTI and QBTS to like my. Sorry, Robinhood's been super laggy today because
me too. I'm like scared to click on things.
Yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, yes, I have been watching them too, and I am also short with puts, long puts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just go back to our screen since Robinhood's not going to work.
There's just a lot of different. Yeah. There's a lot of cool plays right now, especially with the market being so green. I wish I could show mine, but my watch list, literally everything is green besides VIX. I have Hood, AMD, Palantir, the Qs, SPX, SPY, Microsoft, NVIDIA, all green today. Volatility is down 9%, which makes sense because people are less scared. But yeah, man, like, what are your thoughts? Give me the rundown of what happened here, and then where you think the market's gonna go.
Well, I did see vol is what it's back. The VIX is back below 20, or at least it was last time I looked at it.
18.9 right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that came out Friday at the end of last week with the rhetoric, Trump more or less backpedaled on China. I mean, he said that, hey, we're not going to be doing 100% tariffs already, obviously. And then I don't know, that softer language, I think it looks like was enough for the market to be like, oh, okay, I guess we'll go back up now. And then
Yeah.
we have earnings this week, which I think people are excited about. I think most people expect earnings to be really good this quarter, and we have some big names this week. So I think people are ready to jump back in now that Trump has kind of walked back some of the China stuff. And, we have Netflix and Tesla, I think, both report this week.
Yes. My favorite site to look at earnings is down Earnings Hub. they just have like a blatant like screen due to AWS services being down. You know what's not
It's so
down?
wild.
Trade Otter.
Yeah, talking about like that event just shows you how critical Amazon is for like the internet, like AWS. It almost makes me, and they're down. Like I almost want to go buy calls on Amazon, like long term, like leaps, because
Especially, dude, I wonder is Amazon down right now? Because this would be a really nice scare to jump in on, right? Dude, yeah, it's super slow right now.
Amazon, maybe. Amen. See, that's a sign. The universe wants me to long Amazon right now. It's up, it looks like, but not much. I mean, it doesn't show me the percentage here, but just looking at the close last week, it's not really up. Less than 1% right now. It's 0.8.
Yeah. Amit did a write-up on Duolingo and something else. You remember? He posted 2 things on Substack.
Yeah, he did Duo and Bitmine. No, not Bitmine. Yeah, Bitmine. Yeah. Tom Lee's Ethereum treasury.
Dude, your next Substack, Amazon.
I think I have one already.
A recent one? A recent one though?
Let me see.
You could be a cool click back link one to you too. You could be like,
I don't do that enough. Like repost, like stuff like becomes relevant.
These are the new numbers. I talked about this last year. Follow me now.
Yeah, right. I was right, but I haven't been right. I think Amazon's actually down $15 since I did that.
Oh,
I think it was like
it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Let's see. Amazon. I'm pretty sure I did one for Amazon a while ago.
Share in the chat. I think chat receipts also show up in case people watch the VOD of this later. So
yeah, it does. And
yeah, share it.
I usually repost it, like just in case. I don't know why, but it hasn't been going to it doesn't show my live. It shows my live feed on YouTube, but it doesn't move it over to just my normal videos in YouTube. So unless you go to the lives, it doesn't show up for mine. I don't know why.
Dude, this is a little bit of a housekeeping, but I canceled my StreamYard subscription. I think I can still stream with you, so I'm just gonna have you stream, and then I'm gonna always just hop in because I think that's our normal workflow anyway. But when I canceled it, I got a 50% off coupon to stay for 6 months.
I need to cancel then.
Correct. Correct. Like. You need to cancel it for cancel and then just stay. I was like, wow. I feel like that's the price for the premium subscription. If they had a leveled up one, that's how much it should cost.
Yes.
But I couldn't justify it. Not with my household income right now. LOL.
No, I totally understand. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Junie actually trades for a living, which to me is still like the craziest thing.
Like it's a lot of stress, bro.
I don't know how you do it, honestly.
No kids yet. That's why I think we'll see when
that's true. Yeah, I feel like you want to be you're more risk averse with kids.
Oh, absolutely. I say that like I'm a father already. Like, yeah, duh. No.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I wrote it July 7th. I'll share it in the chat real quick. Sorry, it took me forever to find it. I didn't realize it was so long ago.
See, that's why I'm saying it slipped out of my memory. I would have known if it was recent.
There you go. I
Nice.
don't
Got it.
know. Looks like it looks like a spam link for sure.
Do
100%.
you it does taking out just the query string. If
Yeah.
you repost it, just do this. Um I posted it to my Twitch stream too.
Appreciate it.
Do you still use FinChat? You still use FinChat? I see
Not
FinChat.
really.
Mhm.
No,
Do you pay for it?
I don't.
Is it worth paying for? I mean, the graphs that come out and the stuff you could query for look really good. I mean, I just got reminded from Amit's Duolingo chart, but you don't, it seems like that would be the perfect tool for your type of analysis too. But do you just use Yahoo Finance numbers, or like how are you getting your data?
I use AI for a lot of it. So like if you're just looking at metrics, like for a stock, I'll usually pull the 10Q or 10K for actual numbers from the SEC filing,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll just have
Like
it do math for me.
drag and drop into
Yeah,
the LLM. Oh,
yeah,
that's okay.
yeah.
I mean,
Because those
essentially, I
numbers,
guess that's what it does. Okay.
yeah, those numbers are the actual numbers. Sometimes Yahoo Finance and like other, I have used Yahoo Finance. Like if I want to look at like how many shares are outstanding or the float, I'll sometimes look in there, and
Uh-huh.
I'll use Fintel for like short interest just because it's free. Um, but a lot of times what I do is I go straight to the SEC filings because those numbers are like what's being reported,
Fresh
and
hot
then I
off the
pull it.
press. Okay.
So I know it's accurate. There's also another site. Let's see if I still have it. I think it's Visualize Stocks. Yeah. And it's really good, but I've also noticed that sometimes it doesn't have the right numbers. Like if I go look at the filing and I'll look at like specific things.
How is that possible? How's that?
Well, they do it like the same day. So like, here's my list of just stuff that I follow on here. But for instance, if we want
Costco.
to, yeah, I've never actually owned Costco, but I had it on here just because it's interesting.
The move to
But
1,000 will happen again. We'll see when it does.
look at that short interest on my boy TSSI down here, 26%
You
short.
have short interest as a column? That's cool.
Yeah, it has, and you can change this. Like I think you can edit what's in the column. Um,
But short interest is not reported on the SEC reports, is
no,
it?
that is a separate thing. That is,
Okay. Because
I forget
I've
how they.
been I've been curious on creating like these like short interest alerts for Trade Otter, and it's like I could find creative ways to find and scrape the best short interest stocks.
Yeah,
But
well, I
yeah,
know.
I'm always interested on how they get the numbers. What's up?
Thinkorswim has short interest, I think, and there's a way to have it filter. I don't know that Robinhood has that yet, but I feel like that's something Robinhood could really use. And I think their users would really like it. Is short interest, like
Oh
accurate,
yeah,
like short interest, and
yeah, and
just have it like as a column you can add to your watch list. Maybe
their
sweet.
short feature is coming out too. Maybe it'd be a nice addition to their 1.0, whatever they release for
Right.
shorting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense. I mean, they got a lot of
Something.
stuff that they can add on that front.
Yeah, I'm actually so excited for shorting. Right now I have a lot of like long puts that I opened deep in the money in a longer date because I wanted to do some way of like simulating shorting. I see a lot of appeal for it now. I understand shorting now. It's like the expiration of long puts and the delta and just the decay. It makes sense. It makes so much sense just to get immediate minus 100 delta on like a batch of 100. It's
Right.
it's super good. I see it now.
It's a simpler way to like hedge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like when I was using Charles Schwab, I would short like some things are hard. Like the really good stuff that you want to short a lot of times is not available to short.
Oh,
Because the
that's funny.
demand for short shares are so high. Like stuff that's obvious, like you see it and it's up like 300%, and you're like, God, this is gonna crater in like 30 minutes, and you
Uh-huh.
can't get shares. Like there's just none available to short. So it's
Wow.
frustrating because like the real obvious things, like it's hard to short. So you don't have that much opportunity. I don't know if hoods will be better. Something tells me that theirs will be limited somehow too.
They have to be. They have to be. I feel like they
Yeah.
would only let you short shares that they own. I don't know. That's how I sort of feel. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how that's actually going to work out, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get squeezed for the first time too. I've never been squeezed.
So check out all this data you can get in here just to show you while I'm in the page. And I'll drop off. But they aggregate a lot of stuff. So I will, other than the SEC filings, and I pay for this, I will also, you can export to CSV out of here.
Uh-huh.
So if I wanted to, I don't know, pool revenue, I can go down here and do like different time frames, and you can do quarterly or annually. Usually I'll do 3 years and then CSV data, and it just automatically downloads the CSV.
Do
And then you can
they?
take that and drop it into a large language model and have it do like analysis.
I see. Do you know where they get their data from?
Um, I think they actually reference it somewhere in their like about us or whatever when you go
Okay.
to pay originally. But they do pull
Holy
from the
crap, dude.
filing. It's just I don't know. Yeah, it's expensive, but it has like everything on here, and you can request stuff. So like if there's a stock that no one else is following, and you ask them to put it in here, they'll put it in within like
Oh,
2 days.
that's smart. That's
Yeah,
smart. So they don't actually do all the stocks. That's how they get so deep on the
yeah,
ones they do
dude. I
provide.
think
Oh,
I'm the one that put in the request for BMNR, just to give you an example, and it was in there like the next day. I
that's
was like, "How's
awesome.
this not here?" Yeah, BMNR, ISSC. I think INOD I requested. TSSI I might have even requested like a
Have
year
you
ago.
do you have any thoughts on TSSI right now? There's a rumor going around that they just might have a big deal. I'm
God, I hope so. SMCI is the one I think you're thinking about
Oh,
with
sorry. You're right.
XAI,
You're right. You're right.
but
Yes.
they're like adjacent. They're the same business more or less. It's just
Uh-huh.
SMCI is like a much larger, capable version of TSSI. Um,
TSSI is the one that with the majority from Intel as a customer.
Dell,
Dell,
yeah,
duh.
they're like Dell's little patty. Like they
I
don't.
mean, isn't CoreWeave Nvidia's little?
True, but CoreWeave, the stock has gone up. TSSI, the stock is going the other way. So that's what that's what ultimately matters. But it's
Yeah.
crazy to me that this company is like 26% short, and they have been net income positive for like 2 years now.
Why do you think
Like,
it's
why would you
down? Oh,
short all the stuff that you could short? Why would you short a company who's actually making money? Like you think
this
of
is
like I don't know.
dilution. They're diluting while their
They
expenses are
they
going up.
did, but it was so little. They diluted like $30 million worth, which was like, I don't know, 3 million shares, 4 million
Quarter
shares.
over quarter revenue is down 50%.
That was bad. Yes. That's why it took this like massive dump from 30 all the way down to 13
Yeah,
was all
still
of that.
about like 5 times of what it was back in what is that Q1 2024?
Yeah,
Something
like
like that.
it's still up like multiple hundreds of percent from
I see your
barely a year ago.
frustration now. I'm gonna look at it.
Like,
What
yeah,
the
one
hell?
bad quarter does not a company make. Um, I think they're going to crush it this quarter, honestly. I
Yeah,
think
you're
they
like, let's
probably
run
going
it
to crush
back.
it this quarter. What is the, what do you say, CPRT? Yes, it is in here. Almost damn near everything is on the site. And you can do like, you can have it pull like as much stuff as you want. Like you can get it to do EBITDA, revenue, um, GAAP EPS, cost of revenue, and it'll like bar chart it all.
I really need to figure out how TradeOuter can do this. This this seems
It's
really
a lot of
useful.
data. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But hearing that they do stocks like one by one after having the initial release of a good clump of stocks, that makes me feel better about tackling it.
That's absolutely what they did. I think originally they had just like the mega caps, and then they started
Yeah.
working down the smaller ones. And then, yeah, if people were paid users, then you know,
Mhm.
they would put the request in and you could get it added.
Yeah, easily. I'll look at stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we are. I know you talked about your positions, but I guess we can go through mine real quick. So not only did you take a beating, I got massacred. Absolutely destroyed last week. It was like the first bad week the market has had in what, like 3 months.
Yeah.
And instead of just chilling and like resting for a little bit, I kept pushing the gas pedal with these short dated long hauls, and I finally got. First was BM&R. Um, I thought I had a good entry. I was very much wrong. ETH decided like it was time to chill. I thought it was going to break out because it was retesting this day. I think it was retesting like
Correct.
4,700.
I was watching it. I was like, this is game over. This is GG's. I'm done.
I thought, I was like, it's going to break out. It's going to break to 5,000.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
I
This
think
is the
everyone thought that.
fourth
Yeah.
time that it's done it. And I'm like, surely
Yep.
the fourth time's a charm. And
Yeah.
it immediately drilled like 300 points on ETH.
Yeah. There's someone looking at that level, bro. There's some big whale that's had finger on the trigger.
Maybe it's just Tom Lee pushing it down so he can get more cheap for later on down the road.
Could be something about. Never mind.
So that crushed me. I lost like half my account on that, and then instead of like just saying, "All right, I'm gonna chill out," I turned around the next day. Actually, the day after I closed the BM&R, I opened a SPY long call at 360 because we had tested 360 a couple of times and it had held.
Mhm.
And the same thing here. I don't know what came out this day, but it may have been Trump China. But this is the day that SPY fell like from 365 to like 358 in the afternoon.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I was flat on this trade at midday, and I like went and took a shower and came back and like falling out of the market, and I'm like, what? So the lesson there is if you have a very short dated option on, you cannot walk away from your computer.
Yeah, I've learned that from my side too. So I'll buy like a weekly, and then I'll tell myself I'm just gonna wake up at normal time. And it was like 3 weeklies in a row where if I had woken up, and then if I had just woken up for the market, I could have sold for like a chill, like 70, 100% gain on it. But because I woke up at the time I did, I had to exit for a loss. Like that is like what you just said is like so real. Like if you're opening up like zero DTEs, you gotta stay at your computer. If like that's the least that you can do, or stay on your phone, whatever you guys are buying it on. Bro has zero DTE and go take a shower. Hey, at least he's clean.
Yeah,
At least
man.
he's clean. My
I
boy.
know, hey, at least I got good hygiene. I'm not just stinking in here.
Yeah.
Yes, I went from up 100% to down 50% in like 3 days.
I will say, how big of a flex is it that you're in a 5K trading challenge? You're still alive with a 5.4 biggest loss.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
You're insane. You're actually insane. This is dude. I'm excited for your next one.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so hard. So the thing with this, and like I think it mentally for me is with these smaller accounts, like I feel like I have to take more risks because I don't know. Like with like my IRAs and stuff, I always do longer day. If I do calls at all, I mean either or puts, I'm selling them usually. And
Yeah.
if I'm going long, I do like 30 days at least, like to give myself some time.
Your trading style is like perfect for 5K.
When it works, it is.
Yeah,
And when it
no,
doesn't, it doesn't, right?
I'm confident that things will turn around. We just need the market to be a little bit more more inviting for bullish plays. I think is what we don't know necessarily if this is the start of the Christmas rally either. Like, have you even thought about that? Like, what if this like last week of destruction was what we needed to just fly? Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's look at SPY real quick. I've heard some good arguments about it not happening until Thanksgiving, which
Give us the
is
low. What?
the
Why?
third weekend of November.
The
Well, I mean,
expiration for November?
look where we are right now. I mean, it went down. No, this is the weekly. I don't want a weekly. Let's do the daily. We went down and tested the 50-day like perfectly. And we're almost back at all-time highs just a couple of days later. It's insane. And this looks so ugly. This whole area of just absolute volatility. All of these are like
Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit.
all of these were like 1% intraday moves or more. Like, look at the wick on this thing, top and bottom.
Why
Like
do you have horizontal lines? Help me explain what those mean.
these are like resistance and support pivot levels, daily pivot points.
Okay.
So level 1, level 2,
Sure.
resistance, level 1, level 2, level 3 support, and then this is just like the mid range for it. So I don't know. I have it here just because of extremes like this day where it like is way below all of the support levels that were
Right.
It calculates it based on the previous days, like high and low and open price. That's usually a good time to buy. Obviously it was. I didn't. I probably should have at close this day.
We flashed down to extreme fear
And greed, yeah.
Yeah, but we stayed down there for 2 days. It was actually I was so close to buying a lot of stuff. But I was too scared. Reflecting back, yeah, I was wrong in listening to that part of me. Damn.
Is it weird that I wasn't scared because the reason was like Trump related again? And every time it has been, he's walked it back, which is what he
Yeah.
ended up doing. But I think I was more nervous this time just because of where we were in the market. And we were at all-time high. And we've done nothing but go straight up for, since like April, more or less, except for a couple of pullbacks.
Mm-hmm. So what's your 6-7? What's your what's your guess on where we go from like how will the market go till end of November from your point of view? If you had to just let your guess fly, what do we do?
I think we go higher because of earnings.
Okay, so you're being bullish on earnings season.
Yes, but
and then
the only caveat to that is how much of it is priced in at these levels. Like, I could see a situation where everybody just meets top and bottom line, beats the top and bottom, and then it just doesn't go up anymore because it was all priced in.
Are you looking for CapEx numbers to grow? Or are you just kind
of for AI related stuff for sure?
Yeah.
Bruce has a good point too with delayed data, but I think the CPI is still going to come out this week.
What is I'm a layman.
So the jobs data is delayed because the government shut down because BLS is the government like company or whatever body.
Does that also affect mail by USPS?
No, I think mail they're still paying them, so they're still working. I think there's certain things that will shut down, like parks usually shut down, like the national parks. But critical things normally stay open, like the data aggregators for the government. They won't be reporting jobs like ADP, non-farm, and all that stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of people going to miss checks this week.
Holy moly.
People, yeah.
Mail has been slow for me too, Michael. Do you think
has it been 30 days already? It's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks at least since they shut down. And I think Couchy has it at like 40 days right now. So it could be another 3 weeks, which is crazy.
Dude, when you have free time, can you make our Junie and Josh pictures South Park related with the South Park theme?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Do you and what's your opinion on altcoins? Because I'm so out of the loop on those.
yeah. I saw that question too. No, man, it was supposed to happen, right? I think altcoin season typically is like October, November of this part of the cycle.
Hmm.
Um, I don't own any right now. I did have the Trump one that I sold like the day that it became sellable, and I made a ton of money on it.
Uh-huh.
But I've been kind of scared to get into anything. I almost want to see ETH break out over 5K,
Oh.
and then maybe it happens. Like I don't.
And was that a 20% move? 20 something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs to. If it doesn't, like in the next couple of months, I'll start to get pretty worried because this is, if alts run, ETH should run too, because like a lot of them are built on that blockchain. So
It's typically the bigger coins that lead the move, right?
well,
It's
they
like
already have
Bitcoin.
led. I mean, ETH is already up like 100%, right? And
Is
Bitcoin
it?
is at
Damn.
all-time highs. Usually it goes Bitcoin and then the other made like Solana and ETH, and then altcoins follow. But yeah, a
Okay.
lot of people were projecting ETH to be like 10K at the end of the year, and Bitcoin to be like 150 to 200.
Oh my God. What would BMNR be at if ETH
Dude,
was
dude, BMNR would be like 200.
easily?
Yeah,
Easily. It would be so disgusting. It would be so disgusting.
because I mean they just bought a load under 4K last week.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's one of those things. It could go, I mean, it could get pretty ugly if I don't think it's going to happen because I think the market is going to be strong. Like, I don't know if we'll go to 7,500 on the SPX like some people think, but I mean, if we get to, I mean, anywhere from where we are now to 7,000, I don't think crypto is going to suddenly just die for some reason. Like, it will
No.
keep going, at least
No
sideways.
way. With this market volatility is pretty good for Bitcoin and Ethereum IMO. Like I know it's been a while since we've really talked about Bitcoin being a hedge against the dollar and volatility and whatnot, but that narrative is starting to come back a little bit, especially with like gold coming off of all-time highs, right? So people are looking for that next safe haven that could potentially also grow. And I think Bitcoin fits that role pretty well. Let me be right back. I'm gonna go to the
Okay.
restroom.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that extrapolating on that, I think that's a pretty good point. And I mean, Bitcoin too has been, it's right here off the 200 day. If you even think of using something like that for crypto, a lot of times it doesn't make sense, but it looks pretty good here. I don't know. I think that retest of that 108 area, which I think it went all the way down to 103 intraday, the day that we had the mega dump. I think that's a pretty good bet here. I don't see it going much lower unless we have some really big macro event with China or really bad data whenever we do actually get data. Like I said, the CPI is still supposed to come out this week, and I think it's going to be really low because it's just oil has been so low. Let me see if I have the oil futures. I think it's like backslash CL. Yeah, crude oil. So look how dirt cheap oil is right now. I mean, this is the lowest it's been really since, what is this, coming out of COVID? Yeah. And yeah, Trump did announce that Australia deal. And if you notice my watch list earlier, I have NVX on here. And it's up a lot today, but it's an Australian rare earth for batteries, I think, mining company. God, Robinhood is so laggy today. This is terrible. Anyways, I actually bought some calls on this morning. Recently, it was as high as almost $4. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what the details of that deal are, but I think it'll benefit these Australian mining companies. He's trying to diversify away from dependence on China, which makes sense. But I think it's going to be years before these companies can actually do some of the mining. Uh, NVX has a facility that I think our government is actually paying for in Tennessee, but it won't be operational until 2028. So really, I'm trading this just either like a Momo trade and the news. Like we'll see what the deal is with Australia. I think it'll be good for all of the Australian mining companies. I don't know. I think in its refinery, Michael, in Tennessee, I think it's a refinery, and it'll be the first U.S. refinery that can manufacture like, I don't know, a shit ton. I forget the actual number of graphite. It'll be the first one in the U.S. to manufacture graphite for batteries. So yeah, and the government's paying for it. I think it's government subsidized, which I always like because that's, not money coming directly from them. They're getting support from the government.
Like Intel. LOL.
Yeah, like Intel. And it's really hard for those stocks to struggle because like I feel like every time the government just pumps more money into it, or I don't know, Intel has had so many people come out and like agree to invest in them. I was just showing them the price of crude. This chart here, top left, is just the futures contracts for crude oil. And I was saying with CPI coming out this week, I think it's going to be a really low number just because of this. I mean, this is at levels that we haven't seen since coming out of COVID. Like, I don't even have it on the chart.
Is that good?
It's good for CPI because it's such a big input into everything.
Right.
All of yeah, go ahead.
But why is oil going down? I'm like so bad at this like macro level stuff. Do you know why oil's down? Like, is it because we found it? We found more.
It's because we delivered some freedom to the Middle East. No, it's down because it's OPEC a lot of times. So OPEC will decide to increase or decrease capacity. If they want the price to go up per barrel, they'll decrease supply. Like supply demand, and
how interesting.
It's part of that, and the other part is just the U.S. has gotten so big with shale oil that we are actually like one of the largest oil producers in the world now. So we're a little less reliant than we were before. And I think the geopolitical stuff with Russia and like India and like who can buy oil from who and sanctions has had some impact on it too. Yeah, cost of production is cheaper. So it's going down. So unless the Saudis come out and say that they're going to stop producing oil, and like kill supply, which I think they already said that they would continue production like where it's at relatively recently, then I don't see oil going much higher. But the CPI should be really low because of this.
That would be good. Do you see your quantum CCCX? Is that your quantum stuff?
Yeah, that's it down here.
Dude, Ionic, RGTI, and QBTS, they're down 3%, 3%, 7%.
Yeah, I was short QBTS too last week, but I sold it. I mean, I was up so much on it already.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I got put to like 40. Like I don't know. Honestly, I stuck with CCCX because I thought if those fell like 3%, then it would fall like 9%. Because it's just a SPAC. Like they don't even actually have a right now.
Interesting. I see.
Like they haven't even merged. So it's a quantum name SPAC. Yeah, IIQ is.
That's a good thesis. I like that one. Yeah.
Well, it's not working out apparently because all of the ones you just named are now more than it is right now. So for some reason, some idiots out there are holding this one and dumping the other one, and this like isn't even a real company yet. It's just like a blank check for a company, which makes me so mad. But it's already like it has been pulling back. IonQ is at a dangerous level right here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking at it right now too.
Look at like the next area of like support on this thing. It's at like $45. And there's a gap.
Fire.
Yuck. That is an ugly chart. And it could be making a massive head and shoulders.
We're just naming.
Yeah. So it might go back up before it goes down, but longer term, that does not make me feel good. I wouldn't want to be buying there.
Yeah. Robinhood is up 8%, nearly 8% right now. I have 12 cash secured puts. So it's like I'm loving this right now. Man, it was flirting with like what, 125?
Yeah, 124. I think 124 something. It hit that day when we had
Oh my
the
god.
low. Yeah,
It did
Beyond
create
Meat. Why is this?
What is what?
Bruce asked about Beyond Meat for the challenge account. If you want to go,
I am good, brother. I am good.
you want to go for this dollar break. Break out. Sometimes these work out like for short squeezes. If it gets over $1, because there's this NASDAQ compliance, they become compliant with the NASDAQ. Although I don't think they've been trading below $1 for long enough to not be compliant.
Dude,
Yeah,
Beyond Meat used to be like $120. Like one of my very first like option selling trades was like Beyond Meat.
Do you remember like fake meat was the future, man, coming out of COVID?
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Dude, not only was it 100, it topped out at $220. The wick for that one day at 220. Could you imagine? Somebody bought this. Some poor soul out there bought this thing at $220, and it's trading at $1.20 right now.
I imagine what my life would be like if I dedicated my craft to being a short seller and then just landing one of these. Like, that'd be crazy.
Dude, you think it? I did have one and I sold it. I'd have to look at I'd have to show you on my Thinkorswim account and say that you would believe me, but I shorted Enphase.
And oh wow, that's a ENPH, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's so laggy. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
It's Amazon's fault. But look at this. No, it's still Beyond Meat. Why didn't it switch over?
I had that problem earlier.
Vlad, gotta do better. It's not as bad, and it's been crushed because Trump is just not doing the energy, like the green energy trade. But look at this. I shorted this thing at $320.
Holy crap.
I was short like 100 or 200 shares at 320. And I sold at like 285 or something because it went down so fast. Yeah, this first like level where it like had bounced, I sold, and it has done nothing but go straight down since.
Yeah, I wonder if
like 9%.
The borrowing fees are variable, right? You don't get locked in. Well, do you get locked in? Do you think it makes
they move up and down. So like, I think the fees were super low.
Yeah. Okay.
But as it goes lower and interest grows, like short interest grows, like more people want to short it, the borrowing fee goes higher.
Yeah. Which at the end of the day, if it goes down like this, it's still worth it, if you don't count the stress of it, but it would work out, right? Like, cause that's borrowing fees like 5%. That's like 5% for the year. That's not like some crazy.
I think this 5%. Thing was like 0.2% or something when I shorted it. Like the borrowing
that's insane.
Like a month. So it was like 2.5% a year. So if I had shorted this for 1, 2, 3 years, I would have paid like 7.5%, but it went down like 90%. So I mean, I still would have net like 80% profit on it. I mean, it doesn't always work. It's really just like the names I was telling you earlier that are hard to borrow. Sometimes those things are like 10%. Like just to borrow it over a short period. And if you're not right fast, like it can start to chew you up into your potential gain.
Right. And then now you're stuck, and then you have to cover.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, you might have to cover higher. So you lose money on the interest rate that you're being paid to do the short, and you lose money on the trade itself. So I still like it better as a hedge, I think, than like just straight shorting stuff. as a
Yeah, going full
profession.
Andrew left.
Yeah. So we'll see.
So what's your short term sort of trading idea / plans? Like what are you currently looking at,
Well,
or
you see, I
like
don't
for
have
this week?
it open. I'm trying because I've gotten down so low. I'm trying to be smart about what I use this last 2200 for. Um, right now I'm watching Quantum. I think if we get a bounce, which we might not, I'm going to short it, or I mean buy puts on it in my 5K challenge account, kind of like you have.
Mhm.
If we don't, I'm just not going to touch it because, like you were saying earlier, last end of last week and then today again, it's pulled back. So I feel like this isn't the best entry. Like maybe
Yeah,
get like a relief rally and then get puts if it
I
comes.
agree.
So
I
like
think
if they go up like 10% for some reason one day this week, like buy puts there.
that would be a
Um,
good one.
otherwise, just stay away from it right now for me.
Volatility just spikes whenever we have movements like this right now. It makes puts really expensive. But
Yes.
they also it's hard. It's hard to win on the puts. Like I'm green on my puts, but not by like a whole bunch. Also, yeah, it's just very far dated. Um, but yeah, it just depends. If we were to buy out the money puts, dude, the longevity of those are just so short because you have to make the decision. If you bought really far out the money on quantum puts and then next day it goes down 7%, the next day after that, if it goes back up like 3%, you're back. You're basically back to break even on it. It's like so frustrating.
You need to, you
Trading
almost have to
high
take the
volatility.
profit like as soon as you get it and just
Yeah, yeah.
maybe re-enter if it bounces. Because that, I mean, the trade I had Friday, like this CCCX, I had 0 DTEs last week that expired on Friday. And I opened those up here at 23 and I held them, I think, all the way down to 18, the high 18s, and I like scaled out of them.
Hmm.
And in hindsight, I should have just sold it all because I lost like 40% of my profit scaling out, like trying to wait for like another leg down.
Hmm.
And like you said, it's
That's a
just
good
like
note.
it's so volatile that if you get a quick move, you just need to like take it, take the
Yeah,
W, move on.
I had bought in puts before on QUBT just like last month. Um, and they were the first. I bought them in like bulks of like three. Like I bought three and then bought one more and then bought one more and then bought one more. What I've learned is you buy out the money and you be correct, and then at most you add only like one more time when IV is really high. Because what I did just really stupidly was I won on my initial three, um, and it was really good. Like I was really ahead, and I was like, you know what? I'll add on to my winners. I think it's gonna keep on going down, and it did. It did, but the amount of volatility that I was buying on the way down did not. It just made me break even on the way down, and then inevitably when the bounce came, it made me lose the entire position. So for those that are like trying to buy puts on quantum, I'm like putting my entire learnings into this play here of just going big in the beginning and then just being right on the initial move. But don't add on to it after, which is counterintuitive to how I've been sort of approaching all my other styles of trading this year. So yeah, that's just one of my recent learnings. You also see MACD flipping over here negatively
Yes.
on your screen just now, and RSI also cooling off. So I mean, oh my god, like I don't know, the amount of hate that quantum is getting on FinTwit right now is also crazy.
Well, I think it's justified, right? I mean,
I think so. I hope so.
like near term, and like Oklo and the nuclear reactors are like in the same boat. It's like they're like I
The
won't
cool tech,
disagree. Like there's potential, right? But
yeah.
that potential is like multiple years down the road. And in
Agreed.
Quantum's case, it could be like a decade.
Yeah.
And so why even mess with this right now? Like, why not buy companies that are actually making money now? Like, just put this in your pocket, and 5 years from now, reassess and be like, all right, do I think it's coming sooner, or like, is it getting ready to happen? Like, then get back in.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane to buy up here right now.
RGTI's CEO sold all of his shares in May. You've seen that headline, right?
Yes.
That's so
Dude, he even came out and said he thinks they're in a bubble. More or less. He was like, yeah, quantum stocks might be in a bubble right now. Somebody asked him in like a conference, and I was like, dude, what more of a sell signal do you need? And like, it's holding up still. Like, QBTS looks way worse than Rigetti does right now.
I just need that red candle right there to turn to a bearish engulfing. I need that red candle to just dip a little bit lower, and we're good.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see, MACD also flipping over. Like the play is still very much alive. Like, and it starts like we just got the first tick of red on the MACD. I don't know, man. We'll see.
I'm excited. I mean, the chart looks the same for all of these. Where do you think this goes from here?
I think this trade is a very smooth one. Meaning like I don't think we're gonna be whipping up and down so crazily. Like I'm expecting tomorrow to also be a red day for quantum, even if it's just a smaller red day. But this Mac, you know me, like I don't use RSI anymore. I'm more of a MACD guy now. But when it crosses over like this, it creates at least a wave. You know, like at least some wave down. I'm just looking for quantum just to continue selling off with this momentum. Right now, I think looking for it to bounce and then sustain the bounce is really crazy because that would mean that MACD is going to bounce off the signal line and continue heading higher, which would need a lot of momentum for that to happen. And that I just don't think that has legs on it.
But like the momentum's already happened, right? Like
correct.
I feel like that part of the trade has already happened. Like it isn't just going to come back for no reason.
Correct. And I think I like what you said earlier is like if you wait for that 10% and then have that be your entry, that would be very good because then now you're just playing the longer and add a little bit more time on it because you would be playing the inevitable flipping of the MACD again. Because say for example tomorrow RGTI goes up 10% for the dead cat bounce or whatever it's going to decide to do. It would be bouncing off the signal line and then making a weaker move down and then trying to cross it again. I don't know. This is where I wish I had the ability to short because my max loss would just be the top of today's candle or today's open basically, and it would just be like an entire full momentum down trade where my exit is very obvious. And then I have all the momentum on the down. It's like the exact opposite of what a bullish breakout is, in my opinion. Like you have all the downside to capture here with a very obvious stop loss point that you can just have on for safety if you wanted. I don't know. I'm also just excited in general because you know me, I'm not someone that is bearish typically on stuff. Yeah, but this is exciting. I get why you do it. I get it now.
It's fun to be right in like a contrarian way.
Yeah. And you know, sooner or later it's not going to be contrarian anymore and then it's going to become a mainstream trade.
Right.
Once I see quantum puts on Wall Street bets, bro, I'm out. I'm out.
That is the bottom. It's time maybe go at that point. Do you think this breaks all the way back down to like this 50-day?
Do you see
like somewhere
on this chart here? You see two gaps, right? There's two gaps. There's one with top wick and a bottom wick. What is that? I can't see the date, but you see a gap to your right there in the middle of the screen.
Yeah,
and then right in the middle of the screen, there's two gaps. You see that the top and bottom wick. There's a gap in price there, and then there's a gap between the left side. I think those are in danger. I think it can easily go down to that, especially since that's after May, correct? If I did my DD correct.
I mean, these are in October.
Yeah, easy. Like this momentum
this just
shift
happened, right?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I was just dumbfounded by the fact how far this went after the CEO sold everything. I was just like, what happened? Like, what are people doing? I understand MicroStrategy. I understand BMNR. Like, I understand those like high volatility. Let's buy more. Let's trick the system and let's abuse the system. I'm all about it. That's really cool. There's no abusing the system here. It's just abusing the people. Like, I don't see how this possibly has legs after the CEO sold everything.
Look at the volume profile over here. Like,
Is
this
that
is what
dragged all the way to the left? That's not dragged all the way to the left. There's no way. It is dragged. Oh my God.
Look how far down it is until you hit like where buying was
Oh
happening.
my God.
It's like $13 from where it's at right now to fall down in here. And then to go to where the average buy is for the year is way down here at $11. I mean, it could get really ugly. Like, if I'm surprised that somebody hasn't written a short report or like done some real deep investigative research to just nuke this whole thing.
Do you think quantum crashing? I'm talking about like a crash. I'm talking like 40%. Do you think that drags down the Qs?
No.
Do you think that drags down SPY? You're right. It would just be more money into other stuff, correct?
I think it's a very segmented trade.
Okay.
I think one of these companies getting exposed will kill all of them. But
Yeah.
all of the quantum companies, but I don't think it will hurt SPY or QQQ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not in it. They're not in the index.
Yeah.
So they're not going to have any impact. It might impact sentiment for like bullish trades, but
which is what I meant. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people will just move to something else. Like you said, they'll pivot. The money will go. You know, people have already made a ton of money on these names, right? They're up 600-700%.
Some people got their life changed in a good way. Finally, you know. Yeah.
So even if it fell 50%, like a lot of those people would still be up like 100%. So they could sell. Like, they're still making money, and I think they'll take those gains and just go to something else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think we're getting close to another, like, some sort of stop loss rate here. Like, once it gets below, where's the end of this bar? It's getting pretty close. I think once it gets down to towards $40, I think under 40, you get another big red candle into the mid 30s.
If I reach my all-time high again and it was from quantum puts, I am never going to shut up about it.
Do you have this? Do you have this in your brokerage account too? Are you short in your brokerage?
I'm not short. I have.
Or, I mean, do you have puts in your brokerage? Not your 5K account.
Not my 5. Yeah, in my what the hell is this called? What the hell? Yeah, my individual account. Yes, I have 6 RGTI puts and 6 QBTS puts.
What
both 200. Let me just present my screen just so I don't seem like a shill. Or what's the opposite of a shill? A doomer?
Maybe.
This is my screen. I have these 6 or these 12. I added 3 more of each last Friday. So again, I asked Claude how to simulate a short without the ability to short, and he said, she said, they said, longer date, as long of a date as you can. So these are both the farthest that you can buy, at least when I was buying them, and then deep in the money. So then I chose $4 in the money, $4 to $5 in the money, and then despite being down 8%. Right, despite being down 8%, I'm only up $500 on it. But I think I'm okay with that, in a sense that if I truly want to just hold on to this for a long time, when this goes towards expiration, this should actually start going up even more, I think. Just because it gets more delta sensitive. And if the price stays below or churns a little bit, I think it's also good. But that's me trying to be a little bit fancy to justify a longer DTE. It seems okay. I'd be scared of like a 10% bump off
You
our
got
0 DTE.
$46 puts and 55. Like, I think you could be in the money in like a week. And then at that point,
am I not in the money already? I am in the money.
Are you in the money on them already?
Yeah. It's just that I'm so far dated that I don't feel the move yet.
Yeah.
I think just the foundation that I have right now sets me up just to coast. January 2028 is available. That's a long time. Damn. I don't know if I'd be able to buy those.
Shit, we might have quantum computers by then. Maybe it's too far. Yeah. Too far dated.
Yeah. Let me close out of there. How are you doing on time?
I'm good. I'll have to drop here in like a minute so we can wrap it up. I was just looking at we got to do some reconnaissance for potential clients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anybody out there that needs some pharmaceutical manufacturing done, hit me up. Can help you out.
Yo, let me get some Wolverine peptide and off-brand the GLP-1.
Hey, we have a GLP-1 manufacturing. We manufacture peptides.
Wow. Do you have the Wolverine peptide?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know what peptides we have. I've been here for like 3 weeks, so I'm still learning. We have whatever people send us to make.
Do you get a discount on GLP-1?
No, we don't own the products. We're like contract work. So
for sure.
Unfortunately, we're not employees of the Lillies and Novos of the world.
We should create.
Which I don't even think they get discounts. They might get a discount. I don't know. I had a cousin that worked in Novo for a while. I should have asked him if he ever got a discount, if he could get one. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think I don't have any trades on, so I don't have anything to talk about for the challenge. I'll show it one more time just so you can see where we are. I feel pretty good now. I was feeling pretty bad. I hadn't looked at it this weekend, but now that I see you lost on a couple of trades,
shut up.
I'm feeling a little bit better about myself. When you were still at like 6,000, I'm like, I'm cooked.
I can't believe the reason why I'm down is from a penny stock. I'm like so disappointed in myself. Look at this. So these are my rules.
Okay? You broke your own rules?
I added rule number 5. No penny stocks.
No more penny stocks. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's always been a fundamental thing for me. Like I never show them on stream. I talk about it all the time, but that's just proof I'm human and not an Asian robot,
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all human. I think you can see that here clearly based on our So if you're joining to like make a lot of money, you're here for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, you're here. You're definitely here for the vibes.
But hey, like you said last week, man, there's 340 days left. There's no reason to like tilt at this point.
No,
I feel like it. Yeah.
No, be smart. Add on to your winners, and let's bounce back.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, thanks for hopping on. I guess we'll do this thing again next
Always
week.
Fun. Yep. Next week, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 Eastern.
Yes, sir. And hopefully we'll have green accounts again by then.
Yeah.
All right.
Later, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.